Hello students, myself Payal Christie and you can subscribe my channel for more videos. Now let's begin our second part of chapter 3 Deep Water, written by William Douglas. Now as we have seen that a strong boy, he had thrown the author into the YMCA swimming pool, and there he was struggling hard to come up. Now let's see further. I reach up as if to grab a rope and my hands clutch only at water. Now as the author is in water, he is trying to grab a rope and his hands clutch only at water. Means he could grab only water. Why? Because he was in the swimming pool. He was at the bottom of the swimming pool. I was suffocating. Suffocating means he was not able to breathe. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. Means he tried to yell. Yell means he shouted, but no one could listen to him. And as he was in water, so his voice was also not coming out. Then my eyes and nose came out of the water. Now slowly what happened? That his eyes and nose, that only came out of the water, but not his mouth. Means he was still struggling hard to come out of water. I flailed at the surface of the water, swallowed and choked. Now again he went down at the bottom of the water and he swallowed. Swallowed means he drank plenty of water and choked. Choked means he was not able to breathe. I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed and rigid. As we know that if we are at the bottom of the water, then our legs that will become very heavy. In the same way, here the author tried to bring his legs up, but they hung as dead weights. Dead weights means they became very heavy. Paralyzed means he was not able to move his legs. A great force was pulling me under. Now we know which was that force. That force was water. He tried to come up, but the force of water was pulling the author down. I screamed, but only the water heard me. As he was at the bottom of the pool, he screamed, he shouted, but only water could hear him. I had started on the long journey back to the bottom of the pool. Now he had started a long journey. Means he tried twice to come up, but he was not able to come up. And again he started his long journey to the bottom of the pool. Means he is going down to the bottom of the pool. I struck at the water as I went down, expending my strength as one in a nightmare fights and in an irresistible force. Now he is fighting with the water. As we know that in the war there are fights, and here also the same thing the author is doing. He is fighting with water as a nightmare fights. I had lost all my breath. Now he started losing all his breath. My lungs ached. Ached means his lungs started paining. My head throbbed. Throbbed means his head has also become heavy and it also started paining. I was getting dizzy. Dizzy means we can say that as if he was going to faint. But I remembered the strategy. Strategy here means method. But he remembered the method that priorly also we had seen that when he went to the bottom of the pool, he thought that as soon as he will go down in the water, he will take a very strong jump. So here also he is trying to do that. I would spring from the bottom of the pool. Means he would jump from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork to the surface, and he would come back like a cork to the surface. I would lie flat on the water. Afterwards, he would lie flat on the water, strike out with my arms and thrash with my legs. Means he would, with the help of his hands and legs, he would move towards the edge of the pool. Then I would get to the edge of the pool and be safe. So he would, after striking out his arms and thrashing his legs, he would go towards the edge of the pool and be safe. I went down endlessly, but he failed in this, and again he went down and down at the bottom of the pool. I opened my eyes, nothing but water with a yellow glow. Now afterwards, as he is moving down in the water, he could see nothing but a yellow glow, means a yellow shine of the water, dark water that one could not see through. Means the water was dark and he could not see anything around. And then sheer stark terror seized me. Now here sheer stark terror. Stark terror means we can say strong terror. Seized me. Seized me means overpowered me. Terror that knows no understanding. Terror that knows no control. Terror that no one can understand who has not experienced. Means we can say a person who is in this situation, and at that time the author was not able to understand what to do, how to control his terror, and he was not able to understand that how to overpower this terror, and one cannot experience it unless and until he faced this situation. I was shrieking underwater. Shrieking means crying for help. Students, please note here, shrieking means he was crying for help underwater. I was paralyzed underwater. Paralyzed means now he was not able to move his hands and legs. Stiff, rigid with fear. Why he could not move his hands and legs? Because he was totally overpowered with fear. Even the screams in my throat were frozen. Means now he was not able to scream also. And he could not help anyone. He could not call for help also. And he was, we can say, totally paralyzed. Only my heart and the pounding in my head said that I was still alive. So his heart was beating and his head was pounding, and that showed that he was still alive. And then in the midst of the terror came a touch of reason. I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. Now again he gathers all his strength and he decides that he should jump when he hit the bottom. When he goes at the bottom of the pool, he remembered that again he has to jump very high. At last I felt the tiles under me. Now tiles under me means we can imagine that the author had totally gone down in the water. My toes reached out of it to grab them. I jumped with everything I had. Now even after that he tried to jump with full force, but the jump made no difference. Means even if he tried to jump forcefully, but he was not able to do so. The water was still around me. Still around me means still there was water around him. I looked for ropes, ladders, water wings. Nothing but water. Now he searched around for the ropes, for ladders, for water wings. So at least with the help of that he could go up. But nothing was there around him except water. A mass of yellow water held me. Mass of yellow water means a plenty of water, and the color of the water was yellow that was seen around him. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me. Now he was even more afraid than before, and that took him even deeper hold on me. Means now he was very much frightened, and now he didn't had any idea also what to do. Like a great charge of electricity, like when we get an electricity shock, how is our condition? In the same way, that terror was there in the author's whole body. I shook and trembled with fright. Now he was trembling with fright because of terror. My arms wouldn't move. Now he was not able to move his arms. My legs wouldn't move. Now his legs were also not moving. I tried to call for help, to call for mother. Now he still tried to call for help and even call for mother, but that was impossible because we know that where was author? He was at the bottom of the water. Nothing happened. And then strangely there was light. Now nothing happened. Now he had left everything to God, and now there was something strange. Now let's see what was that. I was coming out of the awful yellow water. Now slowly he was coming out of the awful yellow water. At least my eyes were. My nose was almost out too. Now his eyes and nose were out of the water. Then I started down a third time. Now again he is going down third time. I sucked for air and got water. Actually he wanted to breathe air, but he swallowed a lot of water. The yellowish light was going out. Then all effort ceased. Ceased means stopped. The effort which he made, that stopped. I relaxed. Now he relaxed. Even my legs felt limp, and a blackness swept over my brain. Now he was not able to think anything more. It wiped out fear. It wiped out terror. There was no more panic. Now he was not in a confusion state. It was quiet and peaceful. Now that was also quiet and peaceful, and he has left everything on God. Nothing to be afraid of. This is nice to be drowsy. Drowsy means now he started sleeping. Drowsy means sleepy. To go to sleep. No need to jump. Now he said that I don't want to jump also, as he was too tired to jump. It's nice to be carried gently, to float along in space. Tender arms around me. Tender arms like mothers. Now see, as I told you, something strange had happened over here. So now somebody had seen the author drowning in the pool. So this fellow, he comes for the help and he takes him out of the water, and his arms were very tender. Tender means soft and like his mother, as we know that our mother arms are very soft. And now I must go to sleep. Now he said that I must go to sleep. Why? Because he was relaxed. I crossed to oblivion. Oblivion means now the author becomes unconscious. Unconscious means in Gujarati we can say બેભાન થઈ જાય છે. And the curtain of the life fell. The next I remember I was lying on my stomach beside the pool vomiting. Now when again he came in conscious state, he found himself that he was lying on his stomach beside the pool, means he was out of the pool and he was vomiting. As we know that when a person, when he drinks a lot of water, the stomach is pressed to remove the water, and the same thing here the other people have done with the author, and he started vomiting. The chap that threw me in was saying, now who is that chap? That strong 18 years boy. He said that I was just fooling, means I was just making fun. But someone said the kid nearly died, means someone said that you should not do like this. This kid might have died because he was not knowing swimming. But all right now. Let's carry him to the locker. Now they are taking him towards the locker where his clothes are there, and they are taking him towards the locker room. Several hours later, I walked home. Now, after that, he goes home. I was weak and trembling. Now, he was having lot of weakness and he was trembling. Trembling means shivering. I shook and cried when I lay on my bed. Now, he shook and cried. Why he cried? Because he was not able to learn swimming, and because of that he could not eat that night. For days a haunting fear was in my heart. Haunting fear means continuous fear. He could remember that fear for many days, and that did not even went from his mind. The slightest exertion upset me, making me wobbly in the knees. Wobbly in the knees means his knees were shaking and sick to my stomach. I never went back to the pool. Now see here, students. First, the author was afraid. Why? Because he went with his father uh, to swim, and that was a very terrified experience for him. But afterwards, after many years, he decided that again he would learn swimming. Now, as he goes to the YMCA pool, which is very safe, but there also he had a very bad experience of swimming. Now he is feared of water. I avoided it whenever I could. Now, whenever he saw water, he avoided it. Why? Because again he had the phobia of water. A few years later, when I came to know the waters of the Cascades. Now, what is the meaning of Cascades? Cascades means a group of lakes. I wanted to get into them. Now, again, he wants to learn swimming. Okay, so again he wanted to go into water. He had still not given up his idea of swimming. And whenever I did, whether I was wading the Teton or bumping river or bathing in warm lake of the goat rocks, the terror that has seized me in the pool would come back. Now, when these are all the places, okay, where the water is there. Now, whenever he used to go there, that terror had seized me, means that terror had overpowered him. In the pool, which would come back, he would remember the incident that had taken place in the YMCA swimming pool. It would take possession of me completely, means it would not allow the author to swim at these places. My legs would become paralyzed, means he would not be able to move his legs because of terror. Icy horror would grab my heart, means we can say here that icy horror means he would become a kind of frozen, means his body would become very cold whenever he used to see the water, and his body also, we can say, would become stiff whenever he would go in the water. So here our second part gets over, and let's look at the third part in the next video. Till then, bye, take care. Thanks for watching the video.